said no. If somebody is a drug addict, if your mother is a drug addict, your father is a drug addict, there's some type of problem with them. And you don't do drugs, but you still find a reason to be stuck to them, bound to them, let them take advantage of you, let them use you. You give them money, you know they're going to go get drugs with it. You're just as fucked up as they are because you're in a codependent relationship with them, but your issue is not the addiction to the drugs, but your issue is the addiction to the dysfunction, and your issue is feeling too guilty to pull away from the dysfunction because you've been told that this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be in dysfunctional relationships with people because your family set you up that way and they told you this is how you deal with me. I don't want to change. I don't want to deal with myself. I don't have to deal with myself. So I'm going to make my children and everybody else respond to me and bow to me and do the way that I want them to do, be the way that I want them to be, so that I never have to deal with my pain. I just fuck them up in the process. So then I have more flunkies and more wounded victims that I know will never leave me because now they have codependency and dysfunctional issues about themselves and their self-image and respecting themselves. So it makes it easier for that person to never, ever have to face their pain. Now you become the problem. You become the issue now. And when you don't want to do it anymore, or when you try to wake up and heal yourself and say, I don't want to play like this anymore, then that person that's usually dysfunctional and likes to be in that dysfunction, they will attack you and make you feel like there is something wrong with you and you're out of order because you don't want to get with this program anymore. And then the person will start to beat their own selves up. They will start to create all types of guilt and low self-esteem issues because they want to pull away from the pain. It's something in their mind that is telling them this is not right, this is not natural, and I want to get myself together. I want to heal. So I know in order for me to heal, I've got to pull away from the people that I'm dealing with because they are the ones that's creating so much dysfunction in my life, and they've taught me how to hate myself. And it's just been bothering me so much the past few days. And it took me years to heal from it because nobody really helped me through it. It was a lot of pain because I felt guilty that I did not want to be in this type of family anymore. I didn't want to be in a family that was full of so much shit, so much gossip, and so much dysfunction. And people were making me feel that it was something wrong with me, that I need to get over whatever issue that I had because this is my family and this is going to always be my family. And I need to learn how to take this. And what I realized is, as I said earlier about the preparation for a child to come into a family, how that family creates a certain energy. And the child picks up on the energy and starts responding to the energy. So if it's not balanced based on the Kabbalah and astronomy and astrology, the child is going to be fucked up because the family is fucked up. So the child is going to feed off of the prevailing, the dominant energy and the dominant person that is in that family, whoever rules that family, even if they rule it in a very dysfunctional and abusive manner, and if it's the mother and she's messed up in the head, she creates a lot of drama, she abuses her kids and she puts them down and she's a drama queen, and everything in her life is always dysfunctional. She's dysfunctional with her men. She gossips with her girlfriends. Nothing's ever right. And then she starts to neglect and ignore and abuse the children. Now, they ain't right either. Now she gossips about them instead of teaching them the way they're supposed to be. That energy is going to control the whole family, and it's going to create a lot of negativity in the mind of the child, and it also throws them off balance, so they're going to stumble. They're going to spend their life stumbling, trying to figure out what it is, how to get their life right, not quite figuring out or giving themselves permission to change, to really examine the family. And then a lot of times if you examine the family, well, who the fuck are you? Oh, you think you better than us now. Oh, now you want to judge us. Now you're saying we should do this and we should do that. I wiped your ass when you didn't even know you was in the world. You couldn't even wipe yourself. When you walk around here with snot in your damn nose, now you trying to tell me what I need to do and I need to get my mind right and I'm ignorant. See, that's how they defend the dysfunction. That's what makes them safely stay in the codependency and be the champion of codependency and fucking people head up. Because now you don't challenge me, because if you do, and since I know you're not strong, because I've been manipulating you and breaking you down all your life, so I'm going to make you feel so embarrassed about making me look at myself that I'm going to redirect the mirror on you, and I'm going to tell you now you fucked up, and you a child, and you don't know no better. And then you get to thinking about it and be like, well, damn, you really are fucked up. Not because you really are, but because they did it to you. Because, see, now you're trying to see straight, and you're seeing them correctly. And they're mad at you. How dare you have the nerve to see me? How dare you have the nerve to see past this false screen that I've put up that I thought you couldn't see, to make me check myself and really get myself right. You're attacking me and you want me to change. I don't want to change. You came into my world, remember. You're the baby. We brought you into this experience, and we're going to shape you and mold you the way that we want you to be. We ain't trying to conform to your standard. Now you have a nerve to come and try to bring light in here. You have the nerve to be a star child, to come in here and to have your ancestors illuminate your mind before you were conceived, and now you are trying to correct our wrongs and to redirect our thoughts from going downhill and backwards and to cause us to have balance. We don't want to do that. And you're not going to create drama because you're not going to mess up my program. I got everybody up under my foot, and I'm using them, and I'm humiliating them. They're all codependent because I'm codependent. They're all my slaves. And now you have the nerve to want to set them free because you're trying to make me set my own self free from the destruction. See, that's really what they're saying. And a lot of our children, you know, which we are the children, I'm talking about myself too, a lot of us don't want to deal with that because we're afraid that now we're going to lose the connection. Oh, I don't want my mother to stop speaking to me. I want to come to the family reunions. I want to come over for dinner. Everybody is treating me like there's something wrong with me, and everybody's getting along. Everybody's fine with all this dysfunction. So something must be wrong with me then. I must be out of order because I'm the only one that's unhappy with this shit. And when you are in a group of people that are full of dysfunction and they're out of balance and they don't want to be in balance and they can't even conceive, and I know this because there's things I try to talk to my mother about, I try to talk to my grandmother about, and I just leave it alone when I can sense the shutdown in my grandmother's mind. I can literally sense when I'm trying to talk to my grandmother about the history of our society and the structure of government and what's getting ready to take place. And when I try to talk to my mother, all I know is Jesus sit on the right hand of the Father, and he coming back to resurrected and be born again. He going to save everybody and call everybody home for the second coming. So basically I know that when somebody started that bullshit right there, the conversation is going all downhill. So I just really just leave it alone. There are some of these people that will attack you, these mothers and fathers and people in families that will attack you when you try to enlighten them and bring them new knowledge and truth, because they really don't want to admit that they can't comprehend it, and they would have to start all over again and submit themselves to their child. And many women are so egotistical that they would be offended if they have to submit themselves to their child, because a lot of people seem to believe that the child could never be smarter and wiser than the mother or the father. And what I'm saying is when we look at how fucked up our relationships are with our mothers and our families and all the drama within our families, if that's as smart as y'all are, I don't want none of y'all knowledge. Because there is no way that we could attain enlightenment. And if we did, why are so many of our people so broken and so hurt and confused and damaged from being raised in these types of black families? Single mother or the grandmother is the head of the household, and the mother of the household, the head of the household, is a damn idiot. And that's even more embarrassing because the woman is the one that holds knowledge